What's up guys, in this video I want to go over the ongoing Directive gear set that we got with the Tidal Basin update. Like everything, I'm reviewing all 3 of these gear sets as I get acquainted with them, so be sure to check those out if you're interested. So let's start off with how to get this bad boy. You need to be killing yellow or named black tusks to do this, and I've seen a lot of different tips, grind strongholds, etc. But the fastest way to get this done is to do an occupied dark zone and clear landmarks, because each of them is going to have a bunch of yellows and a named. Not only will you get this, but you will also get hardwired materials for that gear set. If you hate the DZ, I understand completely, and I would stick to Black Tusk bounties from there. Or as a third option, you can grind missions that are invaded that have multiple bosses. If you do that, be sure to crank up the difficulty a little bit, as that does greatly help your drop rate. So onto the set, like all gear sets, you get little buffs the more you have of it equipped, starting with 2 of 6 plus 20% weapon handling, 3 of 6 25% burn damage, 4 of 6 25% bleed damage, 5 out of 6 emergency requisition, and 6 of 6 the right tool. So the first 3 are pretty standard for armor, but it does work really well with this set due to the fact that you'll be dealing a lot of effect damage. Emergency requisition is a neat perk. Any ammo, armor kits, and grenades within 40 meters of you is automatically picked up for you every 30 seconds. And while that sounds lackluster, it's actually pretty darn good not having to move to find ammo or worry too much about running out of armor kits. By no means is it an S tier perk, but I still love having it, and it will spoil you with its effects very quickly. The right tool is probably my new favorite talent in the game, not because it's downright effective, but because I love the special ammo in this game. It's just super potent. Specifically, this perk gives you that special ammo, whether it be incendiary, explosive, or shock, once you kill an enemy with a weapon. And this is given to one of your other weapons, other than the one you just used to kill that person. They don't give a number, and I understand why now. It's an arbitrary amount from what I can tell. There's either no pattern to it, or it's just super funky about how it procs. I have seen anywhere from 1 bullet all the way up to 10. It may be more than that, but that's the most I have seen with it so far. But it doesn't really matter how it works or even how many it gives, it's just a good little talent. It is at least enough to tag a few enemies and get some crowd control if you got incendiary or shock. So that's my good news about this perk, is that it's actually useful. The bad news, like all the gear sets, it's seeming I can't justify giving up a bunch of talents to get a few of these perks that don't help my damage or skills or anything like that. I really feel like they just need a buff or some kind of ability to roll with at least one talent, whether it be active or a passive, I don't know, but I think that's a general reception, and I'm sure Massive is looking into it. As far as group viability, this one's a pretty selfish set. Not really much group-oriented stuff in the description, but it is kind of nice to have one of these in the group, especially to deal with rushing enemies and things of that nature. All in all, I like this set, and I wish I didn't feel punished for using it in solo play, but it'll be interesting to see how it synergizes with the other sets when it comes time for the raid. It may be that these guys play really well together in a large group setting. If I was going to give this a letter grade, I'd say a decent B. Pretty good perks. I don't feel as punished for using it solo as the True Patriot, but I'll still take my Berserk chest piece and Patience knee pads any day of the week over this. That's all I have for this video, guys. Leave me a comment about how you feel about this new armor set. Like this video, it really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel for future Division 2 content. That, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.